Travel Grit. Conversations with ramblers, roamers, and free spirits.
I was sitting up in the companionway eating some canned ravioli, and I look ahead and there is some land. First land I've seen for almost 2 months. And it was part of what are called the Diego Ramirez Islands, which are southwest of the Horn. And I go past them and I thought, well, no matter what happens, I'm going to get blown past the Horn, be the first American to go around tomorrow. I was maybe the 10th or 11th person of any country to go around. Not sure about that. First American, I am sure. And the next day, the wind increased up to hurricane force 12. And one of the few times I've ever tied myself in the cockpit and hand steered all day. No sails, and the boat's doing hull speed, 8, 10 knots. There are 20-foot waves breaking off of each quarter because they're coming out of the southwest, they're going up to the north, and they're hitting the land and then ricocheting back. And I had a self-steering vane on that boat, an Aries, and they have a servo rudder
Good vane,
in the water,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Well, it couldn't handle those conditions. So I'm out there steering, but when we go down those waves, that servo rudder, a rooster tail would come up from the servo rudder like a hydroplane, you know, when you see these racing. And finally around sunset, and I have nothing to eat all day, but it's finally around sunset, the wind drops down to maybe gale force. And the Aries could then steer the boat under bare poles, and I was able to go down below. And I remember thinking I was where I wanted to be, and I was pleased to know that the water I was bailing out of the bilge and throwing into the Atlantic that night had come from the Pacific that morning.
Travel Grit. Conversations with ramblers, roamers, and free spirits. Find more conversations with adventurers who've earned their grit at travelgrit.com. Subscribe and like to keep them coming. Stay gritty.